that time with the enthusiastic tutor. And in today's tutorial, we'll be taking the course. It's a fresh start on the course GST 107. And in today's tutorial, we'll be taking the history of the Good Study Guide and Distant Learner. So with this being said, let's hop straight into it. We have GST 107. Now, a study guide for the distant learner. A study guide for the distance learner. Okay, that is what this course is all about. It's a study guide for the distance learner. All right, so let's now the term open and distant learning is made up of two different concepts in education. Okay, the term open and distant, ODL, the term open and distant learning is made up of two terms, which is distant education distance education and open learning. Open learning and distance education. This term is made up of those two words. Now, when we talk about distant education, what are we talking about in essence? What we're talking about in essence is distant education is an education according to, now let's take some certain terms before we go straight into our own. Let's take some certain definitions from some so we have that of Commonwealth. Just before then, let's take a look at the fact that distant education has been around for quite a long time, and open learning is more recent phenomenon. Now, been around, and this is a new phenomenon. Okay, so we have that as that. Now, Commonwealth of Learning, COL, Commonwealth of Learning, COL. Okay, Commonwealth of Learning in 2015 defines ODL as a system of teaching and learning characterized by separation of teacher and learner in time, space, and uses multiple media to deliver, instruction. All right. So we have, according to the Commonwealth of Learning, so we have the keywords here are separation of teachers and learners. Separation of teachers and learners. That's the first two keywords. It's characterized with the separation of teachers and learners in what? In time and space. In time and space. Okay? Time and space are different. Alright? And uses what? Multiple media to deliver instructions. Uses, now let me just use that. It's the keyword we're all about. Multiple media, instruction. When we talk about multiple media, it could be the use of radio, TV, the internet, computer, email, just any media that is accessible and can be used to give instruction. So this is the all and sundry of the definition of open and distant learning by Commonwealth. All right. Now let's proceed. Now it is a system aimed at creating access to learning. A system that is particular about what? Creating access. Creating access to what? To learning. This system is particular. This system is all about. This system is just particular about creating access. Okay, I think I need to push. Just a moment. Okay, if you are on this stream and you are yet to mark your register, do well to do that. Let's know your name. Just say hello or something so I may acknowledge your presence. Now let's proceed. Okay, and also do well to smash the like button if you're yet to do that as well. Now this system is particular about creating access to what? When time or distance or both separate the source of information and learner. Now, creating access to learning in the sense that time, all right, time or distance or both, time or distance or both, all right, a separate source of information to the learner. Separate source. Info to the learner. So we have that as that. Now let's proceed. Now there are various developmental stages when we talk about distance education. They are different, they are various, developmental. In one of our studies, if you can remember very well, when we talked about evolution, we said the process in which a phenomenon took in developing, the processes involved that has made this phenomenon taken off from this particular level, and in just few years it has transcended, or it has changed or transformed into something totally different. It's what we call evolution. Now here we are now talking about the stages, the evolution of what we call distance education. Now the changes, the step-by-step processes involved in distance education. Now let's take the very first one. The very first stage, developmental stage, we have correspondence stage. All right. Under the correspondence stage, we have correspondence stage. This is the first developmental stage we are talking about tonight. This evening. Now, correspondence stage is said to be the earliest. That is to say that there are other stages, but this happens to be the earliest appearance of what? DE in form of correspondence education. All right. If you are yet to smash the like button, do well to smash it, and let us also know where you are streaming from. Do well to mark the register. And how do you do that? Just signify, maybe you say hello or something, so I can acknowledge your presence. All right. Now let's proceed. Awesome. Yes, somebody just smashed